Hello, hello, welcome. We are discussing Chapter 6, Lesson 1, Properties and Attributes of Polygons. So let's go ahead and get started with this warm-up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to give you a little bit of time to complete that. And here is my friend, the pause dragon. Remind you to pause your device, work out those warm-up problems. When you get done, press play, and we'll talk about them. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. So the first one, it says a blank is a three-sided polygon. That would be a triangle. Okay, and then the next one, a blank is a four-sided polygon. That would be a quadrilateral. That's the most basic four-sided figure. So if you said a rectangle or square, this is just a four-sided polygon. It would be a quadrilateral. Those are rectangle, square, those are all quadrilaterals, but the most basic, just four-sided polygon is called a quadrilateral. Here, we're going to evaluate this. We're going to put 6 in for n. Remember, when we do this, we have to do order of operations, which states that we do the parentheses first. So it's going to be 6 minus 4, 2. Those parentheses just mean 2 times 12, which is 24. So if you got that one right, great job. Okay, let's go over here. We're going to insert 6 in there for n. It says evaluate each expression. Here's our expression, n equals 6. So we substitute 6 in there. And again, it looks like we're going to have order operations. We got to do the parentheses first. And then we just have 3 times 90. An easy way to do that is 3 times 9 is 27, and then add the 0, it's 270. Perfect. And then finally, we're going to move on to A. So we have a multi-step equation. We're trying to figure out what A is. We got to combine like terms. So we got 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 9 is, what, 25? 25A. And then we just need to get A by itself, so we divide both sides by 25. 100 divided by 25 is 4. So if you got all those right, great job. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with our lesson. Let's talk about the objectives first. So the objectives for this lesson are to classify polygons based on their sides and angles. So we're going to be doing it 2 different ways. Their sides and angles, classifying polygons. That just means putting a name on a figure. So we're going to be like a 3-sided figure is a triangle, a 4-sided polygon is a quadrilateral. That's what it means by classifying, just kind of naming it. So we're going to be doing that according to sides and angles. And also we're going to find and use the measure of interior and exterior angles and polygons. So far, this year we've been talking a lot about triangles, and now we're going to move into shapes that have more than 3 sides, okay? Which is polygon. Poly means many, gon means side, so many-sided figure. That's what polygons are. Just a little bit of vocabulary. We're going to be talking about the side of a polygon, the vertex of a polygon, diagonal, a regular polygon, concave, and convex. So yes, that is what's going to happen. Okay, let's go ahead and look at we're going to go over some vocabulary here. It says, this first bit here, it says each segment that forms a polygon is a side of the polygon. The common endpoint of 2 sides is called a vertex of the polygon, and a segment that connects any 2 non-consecutive vertices is a diagonal. So here, if you see, there's these 3 things, and so we need to name these, okay? And it's really referring to this. So this little hash mark is referring to AE. So what is AE? Is it a side, a vertex, or a diagonal? And this would be a side of the polygon. Okay, then this is referring right here to this segment, that little hash mark. And this, so consecutive means vertices that are right next to each other. So if you looked at A, B, C, D, E, those are all vertices. Now, non-consecutive, so A and B, those are consecutive. Those are right next to each other. A and E, those are consecutive. E and D are consecutive, but A and D are not consecutive. They're not right next to each other. Now B, D, are they consecutive or not consecutive? They are not consecutive, right? So when it's a segment that connects any two non-consecutive vertices is a diagonal. Since these vertices are non-consecutive, this would be called a diagonal. And whenever you have two vertices that are consecutive, right, you're going to have a side. So A and E, those are consecutive, so that's a side. A and B, those are consecutive vertices, that's a side. E, D, those are consecutive, so that's a side. However, something like B, E, those are not consecutive, so that would be another diagonal. Okay, and then the last thing is this point right here, C, which is a vertex. Okay, just a quick remember a polygon is closed plane, is a closed plane figure formed by three or more segments that intersect only at their endpoints. So a polygon is a closed plane figure, and we're going to talk about the idea of closed. Basically what that means is it's something where the figure is closed, okay? This is closed. This would be open. Where it's not, it's just, that's open. Okay, so this is not a polygon. This would be a polygon. A polygon is a closed plane figure formed by three or more segments. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's more than three or more. So this would be considered a polygon. So a polygon is a closed plane figure formed by three or more segments that intersect only at their endpoints. Okay. All right, so a couple different polygons. There's a bunch of names, right? So you can name a polygon by the number of its sides. The table shows the names of some common polygons. So this is how we're going to be classifying. So if something has 3 sides, it's called a triangle. 4 sides, quadrilateral. 5 sides, pentagon. And if you look, these tri means 3, quad means 4, penta means 5, hexagon means 6, hepta means 7, octa means 8, nona, that's 9, decagon, nonagon is 9, decagon is 10, dodecagon is 12, and then after that it's just an n-gon. So if it had 13 sides, we would just call it a 13-gon. Or if it had 21 sides, it would be a 21-gon. All right, so let's go ahead and just start with our first example. It says identify the polygons. Tell whether the figure is a polygon. If it is a polygon, name it by the number of sides. So, is this a polygon? Is it closed? Yes. Yeah, does it have 3 or more sides? Yes. So, this is a polygon. Yes, now we just need to determine how many sides. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is a 6-sided figure? A 6-sided figure is hexagon. So yes, it is a hexagon. All right, perfect. Let's look at the next one. Okay, we have a lovely arrow right here. So we want to say, okay, is this a polygon? Is it closed? Yes, it is closed. It is closed, and then so since it's closed, we want to figure out how many sides it has. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we go back, a 7-sided figure is called a heptagon. So we would say yes, this is a heptagon. Perfect. Okay, let's go on to this next one. Here we go. 1C. What do you think? Tell whether the figure is a polygon. If it is a polygon, name it by the number of sides. So this one would not be, I think the lines have to be straight, number one, line segments, but there's only 1, 2 sides, so this would not be you can't have curves, not a polygon. They gotta be straight sides for polygon. All right, perfect. Okay, now it is your turn, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to try 1A, 1B, and 1C here, okay? So here is, my friend, the pause dragon, reminding you to pause your device. Go ahead and get started. When you get done, press play, and we'll talk about it. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. Let's see how you did. So this figure, we got to classify it. It's not closed, it's open, so not a polygon. Okay, if you got that one right, great job. Check it out, 1B. Okay, this is closed. All the lines are straight. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a 9-sided figure is called a nonagon. So yes, this is a polygon. It is a nonagon. Oh, it's nonagon. All right, if you got that one right, perfect, perfect. And on to the last one. Tell whether the figure is a polygon. We have a curved line right there, so not a polygon. You need straight lines. So if you got all of those right, Yoga Denki Mashita, you did a wonderful job, and I'll see you next time.